And now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And Mahomes going to put it up right away. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. Finding room at midfield. Big strides. Look at him go. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. I tell you, for a defender, that's got to be a scary sight, seeing a big man like this with a head of steam behind him as he makes that catch and then turns upfield.
Yeah, this is what we mean when we talk about flipping the field, having your offense look at going a long way to a short way after he makes a play. His ability to do that, evident. Able to make the catch there, keep his momentum going, and just continue downfield.
And you can see the distance traveled there after the catch on the next-gen stats. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
Not the kind of gain that we'll go absolutely crazy for, but it's the kind of gain that you need to have when you're running back in the NFL. And Clyde Edwards-Helaire, with that low center of gravity and strength, he's going to get those tough, gritty yards for you when necessary.
Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real.
Oh, he's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Jackson. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
They begin with Michel on the ground. Always got some breathing room. A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards. You know, I have a pretty good friend, Charles Davis, who tells me that when he sees plays like that, strong runs to the right, reminds him of the 1960s Green Bay Packers.
Boy, those were the days back when the fullback actually carried the ball as well as blocked. Then you had a halfback. You had pulling guards, guys who could get out and run. And you can hear the great coach saying it back then. So we get a seal here and a seal here, and we run this play right in the alley.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. They moved the ball over 50 yards between this play and the last one.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
And some room to roam now. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 42 yards rushing for him now in his first 2 carries of the ballgame. So back-to-back big runs picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
They'll try the air now with Herbert. Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And the Chiefs force the turnover, and they'll take over at the 10.
Well, Brandon, as they say in popular culture, this one's going to leave a mark because they can see the end zone, but it'll stay out of reach because of their error. All their offensive teammates have to give the quarterback right now, offer a little bit of encouragement because what's done is done. Let's get them next time out.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Throwing now is Mahomes. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, they've moved the ball okay here in these first two drives, but this one's going to, again, amount to nothing. They've got to start dialing up some plays that allow them to finish drives with points.
Mahomes going to go on fourth down. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he is going to have the Chiefs first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Edwards-Helaire on the counter. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. No score after one on EA Sports. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Mahomes on the give to Edwards-Helaire. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Now here's Mahomes. Flushed out right. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And he is going to have the Chiefs first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. To throw, it's Mahomes. They'll set up the screen to Edwards-Helaire. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
And when you're throwing the ball downfield really well like they have been on this drive, it's really a nice time to work one of the screen plays in. One of my favorite play callers in the game has always told me he starts every game.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And the Chargers are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching the bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
From the 24, Herbert. He finds his target, Allen. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Give them 32 on the play. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Eckler now between the tackles. And he's got some space here. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 68 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. First down, and they stick with Eckler. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler A 23-yard run. And the Chargers post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Well, what a first half he's had running the football. Another terrific run there, and this one finds the end zone.
Well, we know he's a guy who's capable of coming up with big plays in the running game, and his offensive line knows it as well. That keeps them motivated, looking for those extra blocks to give him room to run downfield.
Extra point good by Hopkins, and that makes the score 7-0.
Dustin Hopkins making on for the Chargers.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Hardman will elect not to bring this out, and the football will be on the 25-yard line. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving. And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Charger TD. But, Charles, you can just see the frustration on the sideline. Safe to say that's not how they expected this series to go. The ball only went one way, and it was backward into their own end zone, courtesy of the pick six.
And, Brandon, how often do we hear offenses tell us before a game they want to end every series with a kick, right? A punt, a PAT, or a field goal. In case of a defense, they want to end with a punt or a takeaway. And we saw the takeaway right there, and it turned out to be a takeaway that turned into 6 points.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Now Mahomes to try again after the pick six. Open man downfield is Hardman. He's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. On first down, Mahomes. Over the middle, hauled in by Smith-Schuster. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. On first and 10, here's Mahomes. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. Juju Smith-Schuster on a touchdown pass from Patrick Mahomes. And the Chiefs are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that'll make our score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And with a 14-7 lead, they might just be happy to take this thing on into the tunnel. On first down, it's Herbert. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Now a give running left is Eckler. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. They wind up of getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's 4th down.
I think the training and practice broke down on that play because he simply didn't run the route deep enough to get to the first down marker, despite what was a really nice catch and toe tap on the sideline.
Yeah, that's 3rd down 101. You got to go to the marker, know where it is. And he's got room. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Herbert on 1st down now. And that one complete downfield to Allen. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. The final shot before the break for Herbert. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Justin Herbert, as time expires in the first half. And the Chargers will extend their lead on the final play of the half. Here's Hopkins now for the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the 3rd quarter. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. Well, a dangerous return man showing it here. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. The Charger drive about to get going. But Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead. Now a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it's really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them, too.
On 2nd and 9, Herbert. He dumps it to Eckler underneath. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Tackle made there by Frank Clark.
You know, it's not just all athleticism from defensive linemen. Let's give them a little credit for their football intelligence as well. Read and react by them, understood the play call, and stacked it up and stuffed the run.
And he'll be tackled at the 45 following a gain of just 2.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. So good coverage there defensively as it looks like they'll force a punt on this opening drive of the 3rd.
Well, let's coach them up a little bit from right here in the booth. That's exactly what they needed to do. They need to start stringing together some stops, turning the ball over back to their offense, and trying to get back into this game.
Yeah, a couple scores down, but they can eat into that quickly with a nice drive here on the other side. finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as the defense nowhere to be found there. A gain of 20 on fourth down. And they'll try Michelle here running on the right side. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. That's George Karlaftis greeting him behind the line with a big stop. A tale of two extremes. First carry, he went for a bundle. His second goes backward.
And how many times have we seen that happen? Because you get that big carry, and you come back and you're all fired up, and sometimes you force a run a little bit, right? Trying to break off that big carry again, and instead it works opposite.
On second down, Eckler. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. Here's Herbert. This is caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Keenan Allen. 27 yards. And the Chargers take a 3-touchdown lead. Hopkins with the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Dustin Hopkins to kick off for the Chargers.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. McCole Hardman to return it from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on. Third quarter action from Kansas City. Second down and 10. Mahomes now to throw. He'll get this one to Kelsey. That's complete. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 18. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. Touchdown! Mahomes hitting his favorite target, Travis Kelsey, on a touchdown pass. And the Chiefs are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third. So a very important first drive of the third quarter, Charles, and safe to say, a much-needed touchdown.
Which leads to the question, where was this in the first half? Because if they'd had a few more drives like that, they wouldn't be in this situation. But that is the kind of drive that sends a message to the other side. We're going to be here, and we're going to battle you to the end.
And they decide fairly early here they need the ball back, so here's an onside kick. And this will not work out. The Chargers able to recover. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 162 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Williams, the man in motion left. Once more, here's Eckler. And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9. Line of scrimmage, the 9. Second and about a yard. Here's Herbert. Whipping one into Allen. That's complete. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up first and goal. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal. Running on first down, Eckler. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal. Herbert forced out to his left. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Justin Herbert with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chargers have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter. Extra point good by Hopkins. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it down. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown.
You've got to understand situational football because they're playing with the lead here late in the ball game. So the back defender has got to be as deep as the deepest receiver. Keep everything in front of you, rally up and make the play.
Yeah, you would think they had the 3-score lead. Now it's down to 2, but 3-score lead here late. But they wouldn't give up a big pass play like that, but they did. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This one taken just inside the 10. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
And this is caught by Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Up the middle with Eckler. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. Second down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Eckler going to get it again on second down. And some space here. Trying to tiptoe the pylon, but they're going to say he stepped out at the 1-yard line. 217 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. After the big play, a chance to finish now on first and goal. Herbert going to keep it on the sneak. And he is over the line for another rushing touchdown.
Is he a quarterback or is he a tailback?
Justin Herbert scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Chargers have made it a 3-score game now here in the fourth. And they'll have Herbert try and throw for it. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th. So they go with a pass there on the 2-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have 2-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before. Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today, but if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Chargers are going to have great field position here as this is returned just short.